The Lantern is brought to you by Innovation Economy Banking at JP Morgan.
This is Matt from MGMT Boston. Another episode of The Lantern. We have Palash Soni, the CEO and co-founder of Goldcast. Excited to be here in the _VC offices to talk about what's going on at Goldcast, what they have planned for the fall, some of his startup learnings, and everything in between. So let's get to it. Palash, welcome.
Thanks, Matt. Very excited to do this.
What is happening at Goldcast this fall?
Yeah. So to give context, Goldcast is a video campaign platform meant for B2B marketers. We help them create, amplify, and distribute video content. So brands like Zscaler, Drift, Workday, they use us to do events, webinars, podcasts, take that content, turn it into short form clips, blogs, and all the other types of content across the customer buying journey, and then distribute and measure all of that impact. And what's happening right now is that we are going through a repositioning exercise. And so that's a big focus for us. We are redoing our website, redoing the sales decks, and we have a lot of excitement around this in the company. So that's what's top of mind for me.
Awesome. And as you think about a repositioning, like what are some of the details of maybe the strategic initiatives that you've had to deploy to execute that?
Yes. So what sort of pushed us to do the repositioning was understanding the contours of the market and how it's evolving. And the TLDR of that is that as AI is becoming front and center, as video is becoming front and center for people, which has happened a lot after COVID, the time is now for companies to take advantage of video as a medium, and for marketers to make it their natural language of comms instead of text. And so we see ourselves uniquely positioned for that. So we had to make the call to evolve and reposition around this problem statement of using video content more effectively and at scale. And so that's what is going on. And it's heavily backed by a lot of products that we are launching. So we are becoming multi-product from being a single product.
That's what's needed. So obviously, you've been through a journey building this startup and working at startups prior to this. What are some of those things learned that you would pass back to the community here in Boston?
Yes. One thing that helped us a lot at Goldcast, and which I think every founder says, and it's very hard to follow, is to figure out what the niche you are going after and how that is going to evolve. So I think people, when you start as a founder, you want to build the whole world. And it's definitely something that you should aspire for. But
eventually,
figuring out the niche is important. And as founders, I think the most critical thing is to understand the market super deeply, understand the players in it, how the competitive landscape is, but what the history and what the future of that is going to be. And that just comes from like talking to customers all day long. So if you're a founder or an exec at a startup, you can judge your effectiveness by how much time you're spending with customers.
I think that's a good metric.
Yep.
And last but not least, what is your ask? Like, what can we do in the Boston startup community, founders, operators, investors, and even beyond to help Goldcast grow?
Yes, absolutely. So I love the Boston community. We are centered in Boston. We have so much of our leadership team based here. We are expanding. So we are in now another phase of expansion in go-to-market because we are seeing a lot of traction with our new positioning and product portfolio. So anyone who wants to look for go-to-market roles in sales marketing, please hit me up. And if you are a marketing leader who wants to up-level the video content of the company and get yourself in the zeitgeist of your market, we are here to help. So please hit me up.
Perfect. Matt from MGMT Boston. This is Palash from Goldcast, another episode of Lantern. Thanks for joining us.
This episode of The Lantern is brought to you by Innovation Economy Banking at JP Morgan. With JP Morgan's guidance, your startup can go from growing pains to growing without limits. With tech that powers your growth and bankers across the globe to help you disrupt every market, you can go from seed to IPO and beyond. JP Morgan, let's build your future together.